The Boston Red Sox will be wearing special hats when they take the field for Tuesday's home opener at Fenway Park. Before the Sox take on the Toronto Blue Jays at 2:05 p.m. ET, the team will stage a few events celebrating their 2018 World Series championship. Those events include giving out World Series rings, raising the 2018 World Series flag and more. The Red Sox also will sport a unique hat to mark the occasion. They will feature a 2018 World Series champions logo on the right side, in addition to gold trimming around the front B logo. Check it out in the image below, from MLB.com/shop. Now that's an awesome look. Tuesday no doubt will be a special day for the Red Sox as they look back on their fourth World Series title of the century. It also will provide Red Sox fans with a temporary break from the team's early season struggles. Boston enters its home opener with just 3 wins from the first 11 games of the season. Their opponent, the Blue Jays, also own a 3-8 record at the bottom of the American League East. Dustin Pedroia could be activated for home opener greater than. Click here to download the new My Teams app by NBC Sports. Receive comprehensive coverage of your teams and stream the Celtics easily on your device. You shouldn't need proof, but when Alex Cora became the first Puerto Rican manager to win the World Series last fall, he left no doubt minorities could succeed in MLB's managing ranks. But the Boston Red Sox manager still says his nationality worked against him when he began looking for coaching jobs. In a recent interview with Sportsnet's Shi Davidi, Cora said his interview process with most MLB teams was positive before the Red Sox hired him as their manager in November 2017. In my experience, I interviewed with Texas, San Diego, Arizona, the Mets, Detroit, last year with 3. I never felt I was interviewed because I was a minority, Cora told Davidi. I always thought that I had a chance. The people that run those organizations stayed in touch with me and were very supportive, so I appreciated that. There was one outlier, though, and it still rubs Cora the wrong way. There was one organization that interviewed me for another job and I felt that they just interviewed me because I was a minority, Cora said. It felt like us. I was like, F this S. The MLB has its own version of the NFL's Rooney Rule, dubbed the Selig Rule, after former MLB Commissioner Bud Selig, which requires teams to interview at least one minority candidate for every managerial or front office opening. But while the rule helped Cora land an interview, he apparently felt like the club was just checking a box. Cora felt his brother was a victim of the rule, as well. Cora said he remembers Joey Cora, an 11-year MLB veteran and current Pittsburgh Pirates third base coach, being interviewed by an MLB team that didn't know where he went to college. I'm like, how did you not know he went to Vanderbilt? Cora said. When organizations start looking at us as capable and they interview you because you're capable, not a minority, it's going to start happening. Cora, who certainly proved he was capable in 2018, will face one of MLB's 3 other Puerto Rican managers Tuesday in Toronto Blue Jays manager Charlie Montoyo. And while the AL East foes will play each other 19 times this season, Cora fully supports his fellow Puerto Rico native. There's a reason the Blue Jays liked Charlie Montoyo. There's a reason he got the job. He went to that room and impressed everybody, Cora said. Click here to download the new My Teams app by NBC Sports. Receive comprehensive coverage of your teams and stream the Celtics easily on your device. The Red Sox let Darwin's own Hernandez know how they felt about his future by pairing him with the 5 members of the starting rotation for one of his first official side sessions of spring training. With Pedro Martinez in attendance, Hernandez threw immediately after Chris Sale, David Price, Rick Porcello, Nathan Eovaldi, and Eduardo Rodriguez in Fort Myers. Afterwards, manager Alex Cora noted that, it takes more than 25 guys to win a World Series. The presumption on that day and throughout camp was that perhaps Hernandez could help this season in the bullpen. But here's another thought. What if he's meant to jolt life into the rotation? We're obviously a long way from the Red Sox replacing a starter, even though the Big Five have opened the season 0-7 with a 9.13 ERA. But an injury or extended ineffectiveness could eventually create the need for a spot start, and based on his opening performance at AA Portland, Hernandez looks like someone who intends to be in the mix. In Sunday's 6-0 victory over Reading, the 22-year-old left-hander picked up right where he left off last year. He pitched 5 shutout innings, allowing 2 hits and striking out 10 over 74 pitches. He also struck out 10 in 6 innings over 5 relief appearances in Portland at the end of last season. Per the Portland Press-Herald, Hernandez hit 96 miles per hour with his fastball and also elicited swings and misses with his curve, slider, and changeup. 9 of his strikeouts were swinging. I loved how he was aggressive with all 4 pitches, Sea Dogs pitching coach Paul Abbott told the paper. He didn't lose his intensity from the first pitch to the last. If there was a downside to the performance, Hernandez walked 4, 2 on 4 pitches and 2 on 5. This follows a spring that saw him post a 0.82 ERA with 12 strikeouts but also 8 walks in 11 innings with the Red Sox. The kid is something, manager Joe Oliver told the Press-Herald. He shows you glimpses where he can struggle a little bit. He didn't let the walks get to him. He's grown up a little bit the past year. Will that growth eventually bring him to Fenway Park? He's off to a good start. Click here to download the new My Teams app by NBC Sports. Receive comprehensive coverage of your teams and stream the Celtics easily on your device.